Good evening, everybody! Jason here from Calgary, Alberta, Canada, streaming on Treaty 7 land, home of the Blackfoot Confederacy, the Tsuu Nation, and the Stoney Nakoda Nation, along with the Métis Nation of Alberta Region 3. Welcome back to Raid the Arcade, New Game Plus. This is a stream for Extra Life, the 24-hour gaming marathon that's part of the Children's Miracle Network. Do you want to play games and deal kids? Go to www.extra-life.org. There you can sign up for free and start collecting pledges from your friends, family, and co-workers. That will all go towards your local children's hospital, and then you get to play games for 24 hours. Game day this year is November 2nd. Yep, it's getting close, but fundraising goes all year round. Extra Life started over 15 years ago and has since raised over $130 million for children's hospitals across Canada and the US, and over $11 million was raised in 2023 alone, all raised by gamers just like you. I'm playing games to help raise money and awareness for the Alberta Children's Hospital here in Calgary that helps over 100,000 sick and injured children each year. I've been part of Extra Life for 12 years now, and it's a great way to have a lot of fun by doing a lot of good. And you can donate in the links below or my pinned posts on Twitter, Facebook, and Mastodon. In 2023, over $183,000 was raised for the Alberta Children's Hospital through Extra Life. It was all done by gamers across Alberta and all over the world. You can also join in the fun and help out because kids can't wait. And now, by giving back, you can game on. If you are one of the first 1,000 X-Life Platinum participants to raise $2,000 US in 2024, you will unlock your very own custom X-Life controller for the console of your choice, courtesy of our friends over at Controller Chaos. These controllers will go fast, so get your fundraising going now. So if you'd like to learn more about Extra Life, or if you'd like to sign up yourself, go to www.extra-life.org. Okay, it's Friday night, 10 o'clock, time to party. Well, thanks again for tuning in for tonight's installment of Raid the Arcade New Game Plus. Tonight, I'm going to be continuing my playthrough of, you guessed it, Final Fantasy XVI. The DLC has got to start somewhere, so let's find out together. Sorry about that. Okay, so if you tuned in Wednesday night, you saw that I completed, so far, all of the hunt boards. So I've taken down all the notorious marks, at least for the next little while at least. But looks like that, just that with what I see here according to the map, looks like there's nothing local for me to do here. And also no other side quests are available. So I guess that there's really nothing for me to do except just move the storyline along. Hey, Dorgle. Okay, so let's talk to Joshua. Oh man, the big hovering thing is closer than I thought.
Ultima may have created us, but he doesn't make us who we are. Only we can do that. And if he would have us fight for our survival, so be it. It's what we've been doing all along.
Much like Ultima himself, it would seem. His new world being naught but a means to survive. And so, we must contend to decide which of us shall inherit the land. Should Ultima prevail, it will mean death for us all. Of that, we can be certain. But even should he fail, what world awaits us? A withered, godless place, where our newfound freedom will most like prove a chain in itself.
Well, that may be, but a chain can always be broken. As long as one has the will to break it, it won't be easy. It may take generations, centuries of suffering. And that is, if everyone plays their part. But it will happen. And when it does, it will be on our terms. That is the world that awaits us.
Indeed. And what better world could one wish for?
first, we have to reach that crystal.
Then it's a good thing I have wings.
You can barely stand, let alone fly. And only the Founder knows what horrors await in those skies. You certain about this?
Am I certain? I am the Phoenix. I will do what I must. This is our fight. Remember?
All right. I yield. But only what you must, yes? I'm still your sworn shield.
That you are.
And what of my wings? Lest you forget, you go to stand against a god. I would not have you succumb to fatigue before the fight begins. Ifrit, your brother mentioned that some few of the dominants who had lost their power to you were still able to prime. Is that true?
It is. But their icons no longer submitted to their will.
Then mine will have to be stronger. That you both might save your strength for the battle to come.
You don't have to do this.
If you do, there's a chance you might lose all you have left.
And what have I but regret? My life ended in the Dominion. I fear death no more. Besides, I would have words with Ultima. He has much to answer for.
We are in your debt, Dion.
We can speak of debts when this is over.
He speaks like a man who knows he's not coming back. And has come to terms with that.
That doesn't mean that we have to. Does it, Clive?
Time to talk to Jill. I only hope she understands.
Take as much time as you need, brother. Something tells me Ultima will wait.
Yep. Still no side quests. Okay, let's go talk to Jill.
Say your farewells, and let us be gone.
Oh, where's she? Oh, she's up there. Okay. Is this the right way? Yes, it is.
Come to wish on a star.
That might not be such a bad idea. This is it, Jill. You know what I have to do. Why I have to do it. There's no turning back now. This is where our journey was leading us. Where it will end, for better or worse.
I could pray to Métis for you. But you'll be all right, won't you, Clive? You always are.
I did promise we'd watch the moon together.
I'll be waiting.
It's almost time. Better make sure I haven't forgotten anything.
Okay, new quests. I guess this must be it. This must be where maybe that's where all the side quest stuff happens. Oh yeah, lots of stuff, lots of stuff. Okay. Back to the origin, make for origin. Okay. Not right now. Let's see what else is going on. In search of a lost tome. Reluctant as I am to add to your burdens, I would ask your aid in a personal matter, albeit one that may be beneficial to your cause. There exists ancient texts deemed so injurious to modern thought that mere possession is deemed a crime. There's a chance to encounter one such one from a distance that sparked within me the most scholastic curiosity which burns to this very day. I'm going to enlist your aid in reclaiming that text. Should you require further assistance, so I'm willing to offer compensation for services rendered. Sure.
Something tells me this is no mere adventure story.
Okay, any other new side activities? In a mood. In case you haven't noticed, your poor hound spends all of his time and laid on the rear deck whimpering like Gav in his cups. Something ain't right, and my gut tells me it's not to do with the supply of antelope bones.
What is it this time, Torgal?
Okay, let's see. Where else can I pick up some of these quests? Again, since I'll be willing to bet that a lot of them stack. Oh yeah, I'm not going there yet.
You alright? About that.
If there's anything I could do to help you kill this Ultima bloke, you just say the word, eh? You could promise to take Sid's name off my hands.
Aye.
Don't even joke about that. Anyway, I thought you said you hadn't finished with it yet. I did, didn't I? Now, if you wanted to give me an even grander title, something to rival your Sid the Outlaw, that'd be a different story.
Let's see.
Gav the Magnificent, Gav the Almighty, Gav the Lionheart, something along those lines. I'll leave that to you to decide. I'm sure you're more than capable of choosing the perfect moniker for Sid's right-hand man. Right-hand man, eh? I'll take it.
You off then?
Welcome back, Sid.
Buy a round for the hull.
That's what we like to hear. Knock 'em back, everyone. Sid's buying. Don't be a stranger, Sid.
Yeah, that's me, the generous type.
If there's anything special you fancy supping on before you go, I'd be glad to make it for you. As long as it's brown.
It's him, I tell you. The Crown Prince of Sambrek. Though I suppose he's the Emperor now.
The Emperor.
You're set on this plan of yours, then? I am. You were never one to shy away from a fight. Some say events of the family. Your father would be proud.
Thank you, Uncle.
I know he'll be with us up there.
As for down here...
You may take comfort in the knowledge that the realm will be in my capable hands until you return. Indeed.
Clive, my boy! Rutherford informs me that we owe you our thanks. Hadn't intended for you to get involved, but such are the times we live in, huh?
Okay, just a quick pause, just to say it's 10:15 here in Calgary, and you're watching me play Final Fantasy XVI as part of Raid the Arcade New Game Plus. This is a stream for Extra Life, the 24-hour gaming marathon that's part of the Children's Miracle Network. Do you want to play games and heal kids? Just go to www.extra-life.org.
I would have done the same for anyone else.
You're far too modest, Clive. You'd make a terrible nobleman. But tell me, is the realm truly in as dire a state as Rutherford suggests?
From what little I saw, you were right to be worried.
I suppose I should have expected the worst. But I was rather hoping the great and good of the realm might have things a little more under control. Alas, it seems that firm leadership is in short supply these days, and without it, the people are bound to lose their way. We must move quickly.
But where do we start?
True, the challenges that face us are many. But in my estimation, there are two key areas to be addressed before any other. The realm's armies and her larders. As you've seen firsthand, it's every man and woman for themselves out there. Certain cities have banded together to try and maintain some semblance of order, yes? But such cases are few and far between. And yet, the only remedy for the chaos that faces us is unity. A unity that transcends even the borders laid down by our ancestors. In short, if Storm does not stand together, she will fall apart.
But how would one even begin to unite the realm?
The armies, my boy. As I told you already, we begin by restoring order among the ranks of those sworn to maintain it. Sadly, I doubt I could convince even the lowliest gaggle of privates to dig a latrine together. But I do know someone the High Commanders have been known to listen to on occasion. Field Marshal Eugen Havel.
I thought he was retired.
He was, until an Akashic army tore through Randalar and killed most of the rank and file. There is no man alive more capable. Literally. And as luck would have it, I've already spoken with him on the matter.
Of course you have.
And he's agreed to help. On one condition. That he first speaks with you personally. Havel has always been a man of frustratingly rigid principle, and he has certain qualms about clasping arms with, well, with an outlaw. I extolled your many virtues as best I could, of course, but the old goat was adamant that he be allowed to appraise you in person. You don't mind, do you, my boy?
Of course not. As long as chaos reigns, we will never build a better world. I'll do whatever it takes. And if the Field Marshal wishes to speak with me in person, then so be it.
That's the spirit.
I'll leave for Randalar at once. Would you send a Stolas?
Of course. Rutherford is already in the Dalmekian capital. I'll have him tell Havel to expect you forthwith.
Excellent. Thank you, Uncle.
No, thank you, Clive.
Okay, sounds like this one could be a bit more of a priority.
Don't worry, my boy. Rutherford is in Randalar this very moment, singing your praises to all and sundry. They'll adore you.
Okay, yeah, just so that I don't get overburdened, let's overburdened with side quests. As a whole bunch more popped up and everything. Let's just go for all these one at a time. As they said earlier, Ultima ain't going nowhere. Let's see, Three's Company. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, all the way. Yeah, all the way down there. Okay.
You won't find a finer array this side of the strait.
more accessories and whatnot, and of course very, very, very expensive orchestrion rolls.
Farewell.
Okay, boy, you ready to go? Okay, Torgal, you ready to go? You ready to go waste some bozos? Yes, you are. Yes, you are. Okay, let's see what would be the best way to go. Okay.
Do you see that too?
Is that giant crystal visible from here? Oh, yeah. Yes, it is.
There are many variations of the Zemeckis legend, but almost all agree that man was punished for presuming to set foot in the sanctum of the gods. Some describe it as holy, others heavenly, which is to say, of the heavens. Could it be that the baleful mass that now glowers over us is this very sanctum? Have the gods returned to pass judgment upon us once more?
Papa, what keeps it in the air? Why doesn't it fall?
Don't you go tempting fate, girl.
Yeah, everybody's gawking at the great big thing in the sky.
What is it?
Don't ask me.
Oh, please. Just make it stop. Make it stop. I'm scared.
It's all right. I'm here.
Nothing good's gonna come of this, I'm telling you.
Just looking at it's enough to send a shiver down your spine.
Yeah, well, we're soon going to knock it down, so don't you worry about it.
Come on. Faster.
You might as well ride in style. Since it is the end of days. Yeah, it does look pretty disconcerting just hanging in the sky like that.
Can't be Rutherford, can it?
Okay, I think there's gonna be a ruckus.
Turncoats and cowards, the lot of you! If it's a fight you want, it's a fight you shall have!
Allow me.
I don't need your...
Please, Field Marshal, oblige him.
This won't take long.
You're right. It won't. Men, finish him.
Yep, I was right. Time for a ruckus. Oh, yep, take out the magic users first. Let's show my mean business. Wonder if I can knock him down into the pit below.
A little longer than I'd have liked. Field Marshal Havel, I presume. Are either of you injured?
No, my lord. You arrived just as our escort turned on us.
Fucking traitors. I'd heard reports of soldiers in the outlying regions abandoning the oaths they swore. But I hadn't thought the corruption had reached so close to the heart of the Republic. It's a fucking disgrace. Your interfering old bastard of an uncle tried to warn me, of course. My lord Marquis. Or is Sid the Outlaw more to your liking?
Call me what you want. It doesn't change who I am, or the urgency of the message I bring. My uncle has a plan to right the realm, and he needs your help to see it through.
Before I agree to anything, I'd have you answer one question. What do you stand to gain from all this?
I won't deny that I might benefit from further chaos. But I seek a new beginning for all of us. And while the choices I've made may not always have been the right ones, I know I made them for the right reasons. For so long, so many of us have been told how we could live, how we could die, when it should have been our decision all along. Now we have a chance to put things right. But in order to take it, we must stand together. Even if it be beside those with whom we don't see eye to eye.
Certainly not the words I expected from an outlaw. But perhaps your uncle was right. You are no ordinary outlaw. I'll never hear the end of this. All right. I'll start by ordering my most trusted guard to bring the Dhalmekian fringes under control. Next, I'll make contact with my counterparts in the Imperial Army and see if I can't convince them to try and restore order in their own territory.
Thank you, Field Marshal.
But they are not the only ones we will need to convince.
What do you mean?
I don't doubt that I can bully some sense into a few generals. But those they answer to require a different kind of persuasion. And when it comes to honeyed words, well, we will need an envoy. One who can court even the most stubborn of statesmen. You, perhaps.
I'm flattered. But I'm no diplomat either. And I have other problems to attend to. What we need is a skilled arbitrator. And I may know just the person.
Is that so? And would he happen to be an outlaw too?
Of a different kind, perhaps.
Well, beggars can't be choosers. I suppose we'll all have to find a little of the outlaw in ourselves if we're to make it through this. Very well. Send your man to me right away.
I shall.
My Lord Marquis. Your Lord Uncle bade me escort the Field Marshal to his manor in Port Isolde.
And I will see that my associate joins you there.
Very good, my lord.
Huh. An envoy. I'm not sure I'm the man to talk anyone round. I can barely convince my brother to take his medicine. No. This is a job for someone with experience. Someone like Quentin. I hope I can convince him at least.
Okay, speak with Quentin and Gautland Bales. Okay, it's 10:31 here in Calgary, so this is actually a good place for a station break. So, you watch me play Final Fantasy XVI as part of Raid the Arcade, New Game Plus. This is a stream for Extra Life, the 24-hour gaming marathon that's part of the Children's Miracle Network. Do you want to play games with the old kids? Go to www.extra-life.org. There you can sign up for free and start collecting pledges from your friends, family, and coworkers. They'll go towards your local children's hospital, and then you get to play games for 24 hours. Game day this year is November 2nd. Yes, it's coming up real soon now, but fundraising goes all year round. X-Life started over 15 years ago and has since raised over $130 million for children's hospitals across Canada and the US. Plus, over $11 million was raised in 2023 alone, all raised by gamers just like you. I'm playing games to help raise money and awareness for the Alberta Children's Hospital here in Calgary that helps out over 100,000 sick and injured children each year. I'm part of X-Life for 12 years now. It's a great way to have a lot of fun by doing a lot of good, and you can donate in the links below or my pinned posts on Twitter, Facebook, and Mastodon. In 2023, over $183,000 was raised for the Alberta Children's Hospital through Extra Life. It was all done by gamers across Alberta and all over the world. You can also join in the fun and help out because kids can't wait. And now by giving back, you can game on. If you're one of the first 1,000 X-Life Platinum participants to raise $2,000 US in 2024, you will unlock your very own custom X-Life controller for the console of your choice, courtesy of our friends at Controller Chaos. These controllers will go fast, so get your fundraising going now. So if you'd like to learn more about Extra Life, or if you'd like to sign up yourself, go to www.extra-life.org. Or once again, if you'd like to help me in my fundraising to help the kids at the Alberta Children's Hospital, I just dropped my link in Twitch chat. Every dollar helps, every share helps. Okay, now let's get right back into the action with Final Fantasy XVI, right here on Raid the Arcade New Game Plus. But first, this word from Extra Life Canada.
Why I Extra Life? I Extra Life to make a difference. Through Extra Life, we're able to bring in thousands upon thousands of dollars for our hospital foundation. When we raise money for the kids, like our champion kid Nico, we're able to make a difference in their lives by being able to have a facility where they're able to get the treatment they need in our own province.
You sign up online, you pick the hospital you're going to support, raise money for family, friends, neighbors, coworkers, etc., and then play games.
You can go to extra-life.org for all the information you need to sign up and start doing Extra Life yourself.
It's just fun to do it. You can build such a community with friends. Like some of my lifelong friends I've met through Extra Life United and stuff like that. Whether you do a big production or a small little game night at your house, there's so many options and so many ways to do it that it's accessible to everyone.
It's a great community. Everyone's in it for the same reason. They're all playing in support of kids' health or playing games for kids that may not be able to.
Doesn't matter if you fundraise $10, $100, or $1,000. Every dollar really does help.
You don't have to be the most hardcore of gamers to get involved. If playing games is something you enjoy doing, and it's something that you're already doing, Extra Life is the way to take it, embrace that fun, and do something more than what you could do yourself. Be proactive, jump at it through Facebook, through extra-life.org. Reach out to your local hospital, they'll know more. Hop onto the Extra Life Discord, find local gamers. If your hospital doesn't have a guild, get out there, form one, and just keep going.
Okay, and welcome back to Final Fantasy XVI, right here on Raid the Arcade New Game Plus. Okay, let's go speak to this. Let's go speak to this Quentin chap. Ooh, parkour! 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 Oh, I think I almost did an automatic run there.
I made sure our fallen comrades were laid to rest. And they can rest easy, knowing that their sacrifice wasn't in vain. That justice was done. As for us survivors, well, we've just got to keep at it. Keep the family together. For their sakes.
I'd have followed Quentin to that manor if I could have done, and I'll keep following him now. Wherever that surly bastard cares to lead us.
Quentin's gonna build us new Lost Wing, and I'm gonna help.
Quentin, I have a proposal for you.
Do you now? Something tells me you'll be asking more of me than a cask of Gotand gold. Go on then. Propose. You'd have me convince the chiefs and chamberlains of the realm that they should simply swallow their pride and do the one thing that has proved impossible for thousands of years. Was there anything else? Perhaps I can fetch you a meat pie as well.
I know it's a lot to ask, but I can think of none better suited to the role.
And you'd have me give up what little I have left to do it. I told you, Clive. The people of Lostwing are my family, and I cannot abandon them. You'll have to find someone else.
I'm sorry to hear that.
So am I.
And why might that be?
What he's asking. How's it any different to what you've done so far? They want you to speak for those who can't speak for themselves. That's what you do best. If it's the vineyard you're worried about, we'll see that the grapes are picked and the tons filled. You know we will.
It's not that.
Then what is it? You said yourself we're family. Don't you trust us?
You know that's not what I'm...
Then what are you saying? That only we are worth saving? Why turn your back on everyone else? You convinced us we could build new lives for ourselves, and if you can do that, who's to say you couldn't convince the entire realm?
A stirring argument. I fear that any rejoinder I make might fall somewhat flat by comparison.
So you'll join us?
Where do you need me?
Field Marshal Havel will want to speak with you in person. He's currently in Port Isolde. I can arrange for a party of Cursebreakers to accompany you there.
That would be very much appreciated. I hear the roads are far from safe these days.
Hopefully not for long. My uncle will want to know that his plan is taking shape.
Any statesmen we speak with are liable to resist our entreaties if they feel that what little power remains to them is at stake. They must be dealt with skillfully. I shall not repeat the errors of my past.
Reckon Master Quentin could argue an egg back up a hen's quim if he set his mind to it.
Well, thanks for that lovely visual, guy. Okay, Uncle. Here's the results.
Uncle, I bring good news. The Field Marshal has agreed to your plan.
Ha! Of course he has. I didn't doubt you for a moment, dear boy.
Rutherford is accompanying him back to your manor in Port Isolde as we speak. They will await your return there. As will one other.
One other? Who, exactly?
Lord Havel was concerned that even if he could get the realm's armies to agree to an accord, he might not be as successful in convincing those with political power. He asked if I might have a solution, and I suggested a certain Imperial Lord Magistrate. turned liberator.
One of your co-conspirators?
Master Quinton would probably call me one of his. But yes.
Another outlaw, then. Just the thing we need to put these rotten politicos in their places. Good thinking, Clive.
I'm glad you approve.
The more the merrier, eh?
Uncle, assuming Havel and Quinton can solve our problem with the armies, you still haven't mentioned how we might manage the grain shortages.
Oh, don't you worry, my boy. The 7 high houses will be seeing to that. They have all agreed to make the most generous of donations. Oh, of course, it did take a little persuasion, but luckily I had some unexpected help.
From who?
Why, you, my boy. Rumor has it that you rescued the Lady Ariane's head steward Rockford from a horde of bloodthirsty bandits.
It was more of a handful.
Well, the old battle axe was so pleased. She had a shipload of talents delivered to my private docks by the next new moon. And when the other houses saw the parsimonious old crone's purse strings finally loosen, they as good as tripped over themselves in the rush to follow suit.
I'm happy to hear it.
The power of marketing.
Now, I must be getting back to the manor. Join us there at your earliest convenience, would you?
Of course, Uncle.
And how, pray tell, will we get that grain to the capital if the roads are still overrun with akashic?
You'll find another bloody road. I only have so many men, and I'm not about to send them headlong into an ether flood. That is, unless you'd have them turn as well.
Well, I'd certainly eat less.
Says the man with a belly bigger than a band of curls. My soldiers actually need their rations. Without any food to keep them going, they'll be dead even before you've sent them on your fool's errand.
If I may, gentlemen, perhaps I might suggest an alternative approach. Though supply routes are indeed disrupted, there is no shortage of ships. Indeed, they bob away in every bay from here to Randalar, awaiting a safe haven. Allow them to make port and fill their bellies full of grain. And once those who crowd the cities are fed, ferry the displaced back to the countryside to work the fallow fields. But I'm sure that you wish to continue your discussion. Forgive the interruption. 2 such firm friends as yourselves need no help from the likes of me. Rutherford spoke fondly of the great bond between you.
Us? Friends?
I can't stand the man!
Clive, I'm beginning to question the quality of the company you keep.
And what kind of company were you expecting him to keep? The man's a criminal!
Criminal? How dare you? You are not fit to breathe the same air as this fine, upstanding young gentleman.
Upstanding? He calls himself Sid the bloody outlaw!
Once more unto the breach.
You know, I'd love to see them bickering all day long, but...
Shall we begin again?
Okay, before they begin again, it's coming up to 11:15 here in Calgary, so you're watching me play Final Fantasy XVI as part of Raid the Arcade New Game Plus. This is a game for Extra Life, the 24-hour gaming marathon that's part of the Children's Miracle Network. Do you want to play games and heal kids? Go to www.extra-life.org.
What we seek here is not to create a new nation, nor to claim the thrones of those that already exist. We wish simply to bring stability to the realm that mankind might weather the current storm. And to do that, we must convince those in power, the generals, the statesmen, the nobles, that our cause is just. There will be disagreements, yes. And I imagine some resistance, much resistance. But we cannot let that deter us. If we show them the path, show them that we walk it ourselves, then I am confident they will follow. The fate of the world lies in my nephew's hands, but the well-being of her people lies in ours. And we must not squander the chance that Clive has given us.
Uncle Byron,
Now, with that settled, let's move on. to the signing of the Accord. For what great moment in history hasn't been accompanied by a little ceremony? Citizens of Valisthea, I present to you the Triunity. Rutherford, Mike Will. Well, my boy, the stage is set.
That it is.
This is the role you were born for. Now I ask only that you trust in the talents of your supporting cast. We shall play our parts to the best of our abilities, that you might have the opportunity to shine. The realm needs its Sir Crandall, and there is no better Crandall than you, Clive. I want you to keep this signed accord as proof of our faith in you.
I will. Thank you, Uncle.
Okay, yeah, so it looks like I got a new accessory to cool down Heaven's Cloud, and oh, the Triunity Accord, signed by representatives from Rosaria, Dalmeki, and San Brec. This mutual accord sets the stage for a new age in Storm, if not officially, then at least in spirit. Oh, even the boatman is staring at it.
Sorry. Can't take you where you need to get to, but the Argo and me will be waiting when you get back.
What do you think that thing is?
It's a damn distraction, is what it is. Now back to work.
And how the hell is Sid gonna deal with that?
Oh, that's right. There was a treasure chest nearby when I took out all those sucker guards. Oh well. Okay, let's see. More than words. Let's see. Where's Torgal hiding out? Yeah. He's holding out over there. Okay. But I actually think there's some more stuff to take care of around here. Whoop.
You be careful up there. But if you happen to snag your britches on anything, be sure to bring them back to me. I'll get them patched up right away.
Trust you go and pick a fight with a bleeding god. I didn't sign up for all this excitement, you know.
No.
Did say the higher-ups wouldn't be too happy about us trying to change the world. Bah, you got me there. And it ain't as if I got anything better to do, so no more lip out of me. But it's that lip that keeps us on our toes, Otto.
Is that right?
Well, I better start looking for something else to moan about then, hadn't I? No one around here is bold enough or daft enough to say I'm fit for the knacker's yard, but I sure as hell ain't getting any younger.
Might be time to take a step back.
Let the fledglings spread their wings. Young goat's as bright as the inside of a barrel, but his heart's in the right place. His scouts of failures never seem to dim his spirits either. Reckon the same might be said of me when I was his age.
And if it weren't for Sid?
Give me the room to fall and a hand to help me up again, I never would have changed. It would have been the gouts leading the gouts, Clive. I assume we made it this far.
I'll be here if you need me.
Welcome to the Patron's Whisper. Your benefactors are a generous lot.
Oh, I got an item there. The Genji gloves? Oh, that's a callback to a prior game. The island warriors of the Far East are said to claim a piece of the armor of a slain soldier following a battle, wearing it over their own until next encounter, which time they finally remove it. The warriors believe that the spirit of the fallen foe will now lend them their strength. Continental claim. If the drunken galley captain I shared a table with last night is to be believed, word of your exploits has made their way across the seas to the great continent. What is more, she claims there are those who would see you flourish, herself being one such woman. Signed, Gareth.
Here you are. Come again. I may have more for you.
How are you doing? Anything catch your eye?
Okay, looks like there's a quest over there. Nothing in Rosaria. One there. One there. Looks like these continue as a prior quest stories. Kingdom of the Waloed, and nothing there. Okay.
Think you can help?
I'll check it out. Let's see. Alright, wait a minute. Did I already speak to Dion?
Courage, Ifrit. My decision is made.
I shall carry you and your brother to Origin, that the Lesage name might live on in honor, not in infamy. Even if I should not. Your Highness, you're not...
You said it yourself.
This is a journey from which I may not return, and yet I am resolved to go. Ultima took much from me, and it means this trip is all of what little we have left.
He must be stopped.
No matter the cost.
He must.
Thank you, Your Highness. Year's over. He's your brother. Save your thanks for when this is over.
The time is nigh, Ifrit.
I will not forget this kindness, my lord. I shall go to Eastport, but as soon as the rebuilding work is complete, I promise to return.
Okay, you're not saying anything new. And there it is. There's the Accord. All the documents all locked up in the box. Okay, let's go talk to Torgal. Let's see what's on his mind.
Is there out you need?
I wish I could go up there with you. Doesn't seem right leaving everything up to you three.
It's hardly everything.
There's plenty that still needs to be done down here. Like sneaking to our stores and keeping Charon safe. Only you could do that, Goots.
And I will. I promise.
I won't let Nan come to harm no matter what.
You can count on me.
Just like we're all counting on you to come back safe and sound.
Be seeing ya.
Say what you will, Lady Karen has seen herself.
What you looking at, boy?
Pining for something, boy. What is it? What do you see out there? I never did ask where you got that anklet of yours.
From Sid, that's why. On the day he brought him home.
That long ago?
And you're only thinking to ask this now? Sid saw that the pup had a habit of gnawing on his leg, since you ask. Clapped that there iron on him to keep him from doing it.
What was wrong, boy?
I'll take like as not. Must have been hard on the poor whelp losing his loving masters at such a young age. Doubly hard in being a frost wolf, torn away from his icons and all. Sid would always tell him, you want that iron gone, you find what it is you're looking for. I reckon what he were looking for was you.
I'm sorry, Torgal. Sorry for making you wait so long. Let's get that thing off you.
Doesn't sound like he wants it off.
Indeed. You miss Sid as much as the rest of us, don't you? You want me to go with you somewhere?
Did Timmy fall into the well?
Quick, aren't you? Glad you've been paying attention.
Not nearly as much as you have, Lady Karen.
Aye, good thing and all. It's not like Gav would have kept him in nuts and rubbed his belly these past 10 summers.
Your kindness is appreciated. You've been a good friend to him.
Only because he doesn't talk back like the rest of you. Go on now.
Where to then, Torgal?
That's it. Let's let the dog guide the way.
All right, Torgal. Where are you taking me? I'm going to need a little bit more than that, boy. Do you have a better hint for me? Unless... you've already given me one. Back on the rear deck, you were looking west. Toward Rosaria. Why don't we try the rookery? I haven't been to the island in almost 20 years. To Port Isolde, then. Fingers crossed the old mooring is still there.
Okay, make for the mooring outside Port Isolde. Okay, let's see. Okay, I know it's coming up at to 11 o'clock, but if this quest could be potentially short and sweet, let's finish it off first before I have to sign off for the evening.
It's still here. After all these years. A lot smaller than I remember. And you're a lot bigger. You might have to swim, boy. I wasn't being serious. This place hasn't changed at all. The rookery's right through those trees. Come on.
Okay, let's just check out the local map. Oh, looks like this is a part I haven't been on yet, I don't think. Okay, let's go exploring.
Race you there? I bet I could still beat you. Here we are. This was our hideaway. Wasn't it, Torgal? Coming here helped me to forget who I was. Or wasn't. Prince, shield. Son his mother could love. Had I been any one of those things? Perhaps. What is it, boy? This is all from the castle. And Phoenix Gate. Did you bring these here? My sparring sword.
I'll bet to you it's just a big stick, huh, boy?
Well, well. You never stopped looking for me, did you, boy? Thank you, Torgal, for never giving up, for never forgetting. Let's take this with us, shall we? So I don't forget either. That's not the way back to the boat, Torgal. All right. I'm coming. I think I know where we're going. People always talk about the importance of putting the past behind you. But without it, we wouldn't be who we are today. And we certainly couldn't steer our way to a better tomorrow. Come on, Torgal. Let's go home.
Okay, I got another item. Oh, another item that increases Torgal's attack potency. And the charged sparring sword. Salvaged by a faithful friend in the aftermath of an Iron Blood invasion 18 winters past. Okay, let's just make our way back to the hideaway. I've got a feeling that some of these side quests, until I actually reach the DLC, will just be wrapping up loose ends here in the storyline. Okay, let's take a peek at the sword. Then it'll be time to wrap things up for the evening. Oh, I got a new letter. A fine hound. The two of you have been together for what probably feels like a lifetime now, but there's still a lot you have to learn about that hound of yours. He'd step in front of a bloody, raging behemoth that meant protecting you, but it doesn't mean you should take it for granted. At the end of the day, he's a hound, and sometimes he just wants someone to pat his head and rub his belly and give him a handful of Kupo nuts. You do good to remember that. Sky Carrot. One of the Triunity. Putting together 3 men from different backgrounds was not to be without some difficulty. However, come together we did for a better Valisthea. The triunity was but a first step. A longer, more bitter journey awaits us all, one that will almost certainly end in hardship. Yet what matters most is not the destination, but what we can learn from one another while on the road there. You have paved that road for us with your courage, Clive. Now we must have the courage to walk it. Signed, your loving uncle. Yeah, I think all the remaining side quests will also clear out all these. A wall of memories. Okay, and that's actually a good place to wrap things up for the evening. So, you've been watching me play Final Fantasy XVI as part of Raid the Arcade New Game Plus. This was a stream for Extra Life, the 24-hour gaming marathon that's part of the Children's Miracle Network. Do you want to play games to kneel, kids? Go to www.extra-life.org. There you can sign up for free and start collecting pledges from your friends, family, and co-workers. They'll go towards your local children's hospital, and then you get to play games for 24 hours. Game day this year is November 2nd, but fundraising goes all year round. Yes, game day is coming up fast, but there's still time to sign up. Because Extra Life started over 15 years ago and has since raised over $130 million for children's hospitals across Canada and the US, and over $11 million was raised in 2023 alone, all raised by gamers just like you. I'm playing games to help raise money and awareness for the Alberta Children's Hospital here in Calgary that helps over 100,000 sick and injured children each year. I'm part of X-Life for 12 years now, and it's a great way to have a lot of fun by doing a lot of good. And you can donate on links below on my pinned posts, Twitter, my pinned posts on Twitter, Facebook, Mastodon, and now Blue Sky. Yep, they just added pinned posts. In 2023, over $183,000 is raised for the Alberta Children's Hospital through Extra Life. It was all done by gamers across Alberta and all over the world. You can also join in the fun and help out because kids can't wait. And now by giving back, you can game on. If you're one of the first 1,000 X-Life Platinum participants to raise $2,000 US in 2024, you will unlock your very own custom X-Life controller for the console of your choice, courtesy of our friends over at Controller Chaos. These controllers will go fast, so get your fundraising going now. So if you'd like to learn more about Extra Life, or if you'd like to sign up yourself, go to www.extra-life.org. Or once again, if you'd like to help me in my fundraising to help the kids at the Alberta Children's Hospital, I just dropped my link in Twitch chat. Every dollar helps, every share helps. Well, thanks again for tuning in for tonight's installment of Raid the Arcade New Game Plus, and thanks for all your support for Extra Life and listening to me yak about this amazing cause for so many years. Now, Monday is Thanksgiving Day here in Canada, so I might not do my Monday night stream, or I might, but just keep an eye on my socials for if all knows if I'll go live on Monday night or not. I might be in a turkey coma, so probably not, but let's play this by ear. Okay, thanks again so much for tuning in, for your support of Extra Life, and as always, kids can't wait. Good night, everybody.